Good evening, beautiful people. How are you all on this Tuesday, August 14th, 2012? And I am on the trail. I was going to say I am on the curve. I just left Curves. We did Curves Zumba. It was fun. It was really, I didn't, have any expectations because I've done Zumba before and I'm new at Curves, so I didn't know what to expect. But on the platforms at Curve where you, there is a little, on the circuit, a thing called the platform. And the platform is that wooden little riser that you do your aerobic steps on for 30 seconds between the circuits machines. So what they did was they moved the little riser platform things out of the way, and instead of us doing those, we did Zumba moves for like a minute. It was really, high energy. So we would do the Zumba for a minute, and then we would do the curve machine for a minute, and that made us do one circuit instead of doing two circuits, which we normally do. I enjoyed it. And it was $8 for, I think we're having 4 sessions. I know I'm going to miss one because I am going to a grant writing workshop. At least I have been invited to attend it. And I am interested because I do want to get another second grant proposed this year. I proposed one, but I would like to get another one proposed and accepted. So anyway, today has been a good day. My classroom is finito. My classroom is finished. Everything is up. I'll insert some picture. Well, I didn't take any. Well, did I take a picture today of my desk in the calendar? And I shared it with my colleagues because the calendar is a 2-sided calendar. Hi. On each side is horizontal on one side and vertical on the other. You can get it laminated where you could use a dry eraser on it, and it's an academic calendar. So it starts in August. The calendar is academic, so it starts with the month of August, and then it ends with the month of July. And the spaces are big enough for you to write on it and schedule and plan your month, your week, your day. So yeah, and it's regularly $30, but Google is having a sale where you can get it for $15. So I will insert a picture because you all might want to get one too, especially those of you who are, doing the fitness challenges. And I think I'm just a planner of, I don't know, I have a high degree of organization. I'm not like anal about it or anything like that, but I do like to have some kind of system. I need to perfect it. So anyway, enough rambling. I will insert a picture so you all can see the calendar. Okay. Okay, look at the trail. You could tell it has been a very hot summer because the beautiful little prairie is so brown in places. But still, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous trail, y'all. All right, so I wanted to ask you all, do you all have any apprehensions about growing old? Do you? What are your thoughts about growing old? Pause and think about it. Yeah, growing old. So I'm 10 years older than I am now than I was 10 years ago. And, in looking at that, I try to gauge, I just try to kind of gauge where I am, like where I was physically and with my health and where I am today and if I'm better in some aspects or not. I just think we just need to come to terms with the fact that we are going to grow old. Because what's the alternative to growing old? Right. So I think it's healthy and I like to use that word healthy. I think it shows that you're well adjusted if you can come to terms with the fact that yes, you're going to grow old, but I think that we can grow old with grace and we can grow old taking care of ourselves. I know I have found this month, in the last 8 months, I have found 3 role models of 70 plus year old citizens of this country and 1 in Germany. So that's 4 seniors who are 70 years old and older, but fit. One of them is a lady bodybuilder. She said that she and her sister started weightlifting or aerobics or fitness in their 50s. And then her sister died and she continued the tradition. And the girl has a 6-pack. Well, I shouldn't call her girl. Let me be respectful. She is fit, strong, and I mean, just really an inspiration. Mimi Kirk is another one who I discovered recently. She's 70-ish and like 73. She's a raw vegan, I think is what her lifestyle is. And that's what she promotes. She has a channel on YouTube. That's how I found her. I just kind of stumbled over. No, I saw an article about her. And the article made me look to see if she was on YouTube. And of course she was. And, I mean, you know, I had no idea she was 73 until, you know, I read, goodness, this lady is 73. That's 2. Let's see. The third one is a lady who, now I can't remember where she lives, somewhere down south. I can't remember her name, but she's married and she has I know she has a son in his 40s and she's 70. She sews her own clothes. She speaks 3 languages, and this is an African American lady. She has her own garden, plants all of her food, grows all of her food. What else? Her husband says she hasn't been sick in years, and his regret was he wished he should have did all of those things with her, because she is her skin is just gorgeous, bronze and glowing, and yeah, I'm sorry you couldn't see me. Her skin is bronze and glowing, and her hair is healthy and lustrous, and her waist, I think her waist is like very tiny, and that's what most people comment on, her waist size. But yeah, and her husband, that's his regret, because he said he wants to be able to do things with her, and he can't because he has illnesses. He said her friends or people made fun of her and joked about her when she was going vegan, raw, or whatever, her, health nut. And I guess, I don't know if they ostracize her. She makes her own clothes too. So anyway, y'all, don't be afraid to grow old, I guess. I mean, because the only alternative to growing old is you know what. And we're all going to do that too eventually. But the life we have now, dang, be grateful for it. Look at this. That's going over by the lake in the gazebo. That's the alternate route. But yeah, y'all, I mean, don't be afraid to grow old. If we take care of ourselves, if we start eating more vegetables, drinking our water, and keeping our bowels open, like my great grandmother would always tell us, keep your bowels open. My great-grandmother had a lot of wisdom. She would tell us, and we were kids and we didn't want to hear it, but she would tell us things that definitely made sense. And we didn't want to hear that stuff. You know, what are you talking about? That makes no sense to us. We're 13, we're 14, we're 15. We want to live. We want to live our lives. But, yeah, she would say just some of the most wise nuggets, little phrases. So, anyway. So, yeah. I would not be afraid of that. I wouldn't put that on the fear list. If you have a fear list, don't put growing old on your fear list. Do things now. I said when I get 75, I want to be able to do the things that, like the lady in Germany she does gymnastics on the poles and like the little girls in the Olympics. And, I mean, really, this lady was blowing my mind. I couldn't believe it. Doing flips and bends and all kinds of stuff. So, I'm going down the crazy hill. There's some doggies. Oh, my gosh. Yep, so. And you all, growing old. I don't know, I'm going to look at it as maturing. I am maturing. And maturing, I mean, shoot, you can dye your hair if you want. Get your hair colored. You don't have to be gray if you don't want to be gray. But I'm speaking in terms of health, nutrition, fitness, wellness. Yeah, so that we can be well souls, fit, and you know, our friends will say, oh, she used to always eat that golden wholemeal flaxseed and used to tell us it was good in those protein shakes. And she would put frozen broccoli in her protein shakes. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, y'all. Okay, so we're going to grow old. So be happy. Drink some water. Go have a BM. And go walk.
I gotta turn this car around. I never should have left you there. Boy, this traffic is